Three, two, one.
My Bloody Podcast.
Oh my goodness. We've been talking about it for a while. You know what, Preston? My bloody podcast right now. Let's bring in this intercontinental champion of cinema. We're going to be talking about this movie, Vampires of the Velvet Lounge. So we've got our black velvet outfits on, where they're serving at this lounge your jugular full of blood. Mena Suvari, how are you? Yay!
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk a lot about this movie, a lot about horror, a lot about everything. Let's start. So, Mina, horror movies at their best seem to operate like strange little art galleries. There's something grotesque in the frame, but also something kind of oddly beautiful. When you were making Vampires of the Velvet Lounge, did you ever find yourself admiring the aesthetics of the carnage going on?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it was fun every single day. And one of the things that I love so much too is even seeing the film finally put together after there's just a lot of effects and things like this after post. I really enjoyed how they added jazz and this like noir element to
Yeah.
it, which is just like so weird and strange and part of the fun. But yeah, I've said that this was my favorite character that I've played. I loved working on it.
That's
I'll,
awesome.
I'll always hold a special place in my heart for Elizabeth Bathory.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wanted to, well, it's great to hear that it's your favorite character because I wanted to know where this movie sits with you as far as how cool and powerful you felt as the character, because I imagine it's difficult to top sitting in a bath as victim's blood spills over you, or sitting in a beach throne like a queen, or the way that you drive a car and spin the wheels to send blood everywhere.
Yeah, running people over for sure. It was very freeing. One of my favorite moments, I've mentioned I worked on a film previously, the year previously, with a couple of our producers, some of our cast and our crew. So it really felt like family when we were making this. But one of my favorite moments with India, who plays Joan, is stalking Lachlan Monroe's character towards the end and just how calm they are. Like they have no worries. They know exactly what they're capable of. And that was really great to play. I mean, we had such a blast making this and bringing these insane characters to life.
That's good. Um, I understand you've recently taken up martial arts, which feels like a wonderfully practical skill to have when you're surrounded by monsters and vampires. And as somebody who is a second degree black belt, did that training influence the way you approach the physicality of your character, or did it mostly make you suspicious of, everyone's neck with the blood splurting out?
Wait, no, are you a second degree black belt?
Yeah, in Taekwondo.
Way.
Yeah.
Amazing. I know that also our writer director, Adam Sherman, I want to say it's jujitsu. Like he's terrifyingly good. Um, and I was so grateful for them to really think about me for this project and that they would allow me even to do a lot of the stunt work that I did. Like that felt really awesome for me. And they were so gracious on letting me train and then like work with them to present my own capability. But I learned a lot and I never thought that I could do a lot of the things that I did. And I don't really know where that came from. I mean, my son, he'll be 5 next month, and he's been going for a couple of years to this dojo. And I've taken him, and I'm many times I'm sitting there watching him, and I was just like, I want to do this. Probably because I miss working on this film so much. I don't know, but I was like, I want to do this stuff. And this sensei, he'd always talk about how he had a lot of the moms in the classes before. And I thought, that's really awesome too, because I've never learned any form of self-defense or anything like that. But I just decided to sit in one day and I've really taken to it. Like I love it. And it's weird that I started that at 47. Like it blows my mind, but I'm like really into it. It's
I
strange.
love that because it's mental and physical and it like teaches you other things. Yeah, it's great.
So now I hope I can do more roles like
Yeah.
this. And I can actually be like, instead of just, I mean, because that's what I loved working on the film. I really admired a lot of, we worked with T Minus Productions and a lot of our incredible stunt women. And it was like fascinating to me. I mean, they'd be like tinier than I am. And I'm like, you're so impressive and capable. And I'd always feel like jealous. Like, I wish I could do stuff like that. And so, yeah, maybe now I'll like officially learn some moves that I can actually say, like, I know a little bit of karate. You want to hire me, you know?
I love that. Love that.
Yeah, it's fun.
When it comes to those moments where you are kind of picking up the baton from the stunt team to make those moments feel fluid and impactful, like, is there some sort of art to it that you've discovered over the years, whether it's something like this or even, I'm going to have to do this because this is one of my favorite movies of yours, Sugar and Spice, just doing backflips and things of that nature?
Oh God. That's when I was young. Uh, I don't know, picking up the baton. I mean, again, like they were always there and super supportive, and we really trained and like broke everything down to segments. Um, but yeah, and I feel really lucky for that. I mean, sometimes it's like I'll be like, I want to do that, and then they're like, that's not safe. Like you, like you can't do that. Like there's legal obligation here.
Right.
Um, but they really let me, I think, do a lot and really taught me a lot, which, now I can kind of understand in a different way, but just it creates so much more like body awareness and, coordination. But I also got to work with Deechan Lockman, who plays Cora, and I feel like it's safe to say she's had more experience doing that type of stunt work. And so I was just surrounded by really awesome, capable people. But we would break it down into, segments like kind of, shooting this part, shooting that part, or interchanging us at times and then piecing it together. But Sarah Irwin, who's phenomenal, she played my character a lot in the more complicated stuff. But I was still able to do a lot, um, which was great because I feel like I have such an interest for that, and I just never had that opportunity, and that's what I really appreciated that these producers thought of me, that thought, because that's what that communicated to me. Like, well, even if I haven't done something like that, you clearly see my capability, and I just was really grateful for that because I really wanted the experience.
Yeah. Well, it's like you're the punctuation mark for those moments that maybe you're not doing the whole thing. You're s- you're the end of it with the look that you give, whether it's like a impact or some sort of blow or a hair flip or whatever it may be.
Yeah, yeah. No, I did a significant amount. There were certain ones like running on top of the bar top that wasn't specifically me, but Deechan and I really did a lot of it, which was really great. Because
Yeah.
I like to get in there. Like I don't
Yeah.
mind wearing a rig. I don't mind doing that. To me is part of the fun. I've really enjoyed moments where I've worked on things and people haven't recognized me from it, because
That's always good.
it's so specific to the character and you really lose yourself in it.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. Yeah.
That's cool. And I know like modern horror sometimes winks at the audience and pulls back at the last second before like a big reveal or a big gory moment. This film doesn't seem particularly shy about its bloodshed. Was there a moment on set or at a movie premiere where you thought, "Oh yes, we really fully committed to this"?
Oh yeah, I mean, even I know that there's stories of Adam on set. That's one of the stories that India likes to mention, where Adam was just like more blood. Yeah, he was just into it. Yep, it was part of the experience. I mean, you can't hold back, and why not? But that's one of the things that I love about Adam and his brilliant mind, like the things that he thinks of. And he's like, let's make this. I'm like, okay.
That's good. I just love that you're in it when you're making it and you see it with an audience and you see those moments and everybody has their reaction. It's just
Yeah,
that's like full circle.
yeah, yeah. It might be horrific for some people. And I'm like, That was awesome, right?
It's good.
The film hints at Elizabeth's centuries-long history as a serial killer vampire.
Yeah.
How much of her backstory did you build in your mind to inform your performance? Did you imagine what shaped her principles and how she navigates relationships with characters like Joan,
Yeah,
who might challenge her methods?
yeah, no, that's a really interesting question. I mean, I knew about her being this character being like influenced on her in this story, but I think for some reason I really wanted to stick to what we had, and I wanted to make her in, I think we all kind of wanted to make our own version of what we thought it would be. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy. Like when I first read the script, I just immediately understood it. I sort of picked up on the tone and the vibe, or at least that's just what came to me. And yeah, I kind of just had like my own impression of what I felt like she should be based off of so many of these scenes. And one of the things that I love so much about it is just the way that it's written so creatively, and this humor that's woven into it, this really like dry and witty humor, and the conversations that they have about like existing. And I think I found it so hilarious. But yet we tried to, I mean, at least for me, I wanted it to be very serious, and that comedy would come across. It's hard to describe, but it felt like I just completely understood it right away and what I really wanted to bring to it. But then I also stay very open and present throughout my work
Yeah.
to work off of what everyone else is going to bring to it. And yeah, I don't know if I had mentioned, but India and I had known each other for years before working on this film together. We'd never had the opportunity to work together. And I was so grateful for that too, because of the type of relationship that we had to have. Like that was genuine love for one another.
And let's be honest, what's scarier and more fun? Being hunted by vampires at a velvet nightclub or trying to explain to your friends all of the bruises you got from the vampire movie fight scene?
You never get hurt. No, it's
Never
it's
did.
all fun. I love this idea that, uh that to kind of, they've been around for so long, and like how can we make
Yeah.
it easier on ourselves? We'll just go online and meet these men and have them like come to us. It's just so it's so it's so funny. It's so
Yeah.
like unique, and that's what I love about it. It's not this type of horror film that's always kind of at that heightened level. Like it goes there and it's strange and intense at times, but then it can like make fun of itself, you know?
Yeah, technology helped you out there. That was great. With
Yeah. One of my favorite moments is her at her beach background.
Yeah.
Like,
and she gets mad that it goes
Yeah.
everywhere.
You got blood
and
all
then
over
she gets
my
upset
beach
that
set.
like it got ruined, and it's just, and even again that dialogue of how Cora's like, "Oh, are you at the beach at night?" Like she clearly is calling her out, and that's absolutely ridiculous, and knows that, but they both know who the real one is, or who they really are, but yet they
Yeah.
still kind of work with it. It's so odd to me, and I never come across anything like material like this before. That I love it.
Thank you so incredibly much for your time today. It's been a real treat in a lifelong, or I guess the last 20 something years that I've been watching your films. It's just been a nice moment to be able to have this time with you. So I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And-
It was nice talking to you both.
My bloody podcast.